that, we gotta mount the box. And here we are, we got one of these here. So what we want to do is kind of just bring it over here, and we're going to mark our location with the pen, outline the box. So let's do that real quick. And we want to get a level on it too, to make sure that it is straight. Let's get a real level. Level. There it is. All right, let's draw the box up. Alright, so we got the box marked out. We're going to cut it out and then push that box in. Let's do that next. Alright, so the customer has this wire that was sitting out of the wall over here. And we want to get it so it comes to a light that's going to come here. So I went ahead and cut a channel here so we can run the wire up and get it down to feed the light. And so what we're going to do after that's done, then new drywall, as you can see over here, is being done by somebody else, but then they'll cover up all the, fix all the drywall. Same thing over here. There's a wire over here. We're going to have to put a vent hood for the stove. It's covered up right now. And then we're gonna have to do some power, extra power there. And the fridges here are gonna go over here, but these switches, which control our three-way for this light and that light, are in the way. So I'm gonna move these over to the doorway, near the doorway over here. So I had to cut a channel so we can rewire all the way around. So we're just gonna come through, go up, come around, go through the studs, and then put the switch right here. So let's go ahead and get my light on so we can see a little better. There. All right, so there's the holes that will be running through. I got to finish drilling a hole through this side. This is the hardest turn to make. So that'll go through, drop, go up, come through, down. And then we're going to tie this old wire and the new Romex into here. This current junction box, we'll just tie it in and just put a face plate there. That way that's the splices are still in the face plate there, which will be behind the fridge. It's going to get moved over. Okay, so that's the deal there. So we got some wire to run and some new power fixtures to put in. So that's the project. So I'm going to start running the wire and then we'll come back on the video. All right, so here we go. Let's do this. All right, so now we're at the next phase where we pulled the wire through. And we've got the old wiring and the new wiring brought into the junction box, and we're going to connect them all up in there and then put a face plate on that. And then of course this is all going to be, this drywall is going to be extended, and then just kind of pretty much cover all that up, I guess, at some point. All right, and let's see. That's just another overview from the side. And then the switches, once the drywall's done, then we install the switch box over here, put the new switches and rewire them, and then the lights will work again in the three-way. All right, so here we go. Let's go ahead and splice all these and get them all together. Put them in this box. All right, so as you can see here, all of them been put together between the original wire and the new Romex I ran. So they're all connected up accordingly for the three-way and the single switch. So those are all labeled. I've colored each one so I know when I come to this end, the purple one, labeled marked purple, will be for the single switch. Red for the three-way. So when they do the drywall, then I'll cut the box out of the new drywall and install the switches there. And they're actually sitting over here, as you can see here, and they're marked so I remember which wire goes where, so I don't have any issue with the three-way being mixed up. So that makes sure everything's in order. This is done as far until the drywall's done. I'm done with this for now. All right. Okay, so should be it on that. Okay, now all right, so we're now over here. We're going to be working on installing a light switch and another GFCI. So I found this wire that comes straight from the circuit breaker box. I identified this was a broke neutral in the wall where this outlet was. So we're gonna so what I did is I opened this up. I pulled this wire down because remember it was up there, so I pulled it down, brought it through the box. I'm now getting ready to pull the Romex through, which is going to be ran with a switch circuit to the light up here that's going to go up there. I'm going to splice into two wires here, and they're going to go through the side of this box, and there's going to be a double switch and GFCI here. So that's what we're going to do next. So right now I'm just pulling the wire through with the fishing line here. So let's do a little demonstration of that real quick. And like always, I always wear my safety equipment and my headlamp, gloves. Alright, so let's get right this fishing line. Alright, so go ahead and get this wire here. Alright, so we're going to tie this on to it like so. Give it a nice good tie. Boom. Alright, so let's pull them on through. Here we go. comes. Alright. Now I'm gonna have to get my wrench to try to grab that. Get a hold of that. Pull it through. Alright, boom. Always pull myself plenty of wire. And then alright. That's all that's left. Should be for over here. Alright, so we have those pulled through. So I'm going to go ahead and finish bringing that through and get it up to that roof ceiling now. Let's go ahead and do that, and then I'll come back to you on that. Alright, let's do a quick update here. As you can see, I've installed the GFCI and the switch, and then we join the wires, put that into a plate, and then of course the one wire there for the light, which I haven't put in yet, which I'm getting ready to do next a little bit, and that'll be controlled by over there. And drywall's been being done, and this here will be for the vent hood wiring. Alright, we've capped that off where we moved the switch. So that's been plated over. And now I'm over here where we're going to put in the new switch. So I'm getting that ready now. So let's get these switches over here. These are the ones that we want to deal with. Alright, so yep, right here. So alright, so I marked the regular switch with purple. This is going to be a three-way. The red wire is going to be the three-way switch. So I marked it here on the thing, purple for purple, so we don't confuse the two. Alright, so we're going to wire these up and then I'll be back. Alright, so we got the vent power installed over here. We got this installed. Still got to do the light, but we got the light fixture up in there. Okay, as you can see, we've moved that switch. And here we go. So it's got the single here, right there. That three-way controls over there. So that's all been officially moved. And then move this down for the fridge. So looking good so far. And they've been doing drywall on the way, so kind of, as you can see, all the holes I had made to run that wire through there is covered up. Alright, so as you can see, we installed this new light here. Had to rewire a little bit. And then in the kitchen, installed the lamp. All the new wiring is done. The drywall's done now. See, I had moved this switch over here. We did all that over here. So all the wiring's been moved there. Got the outlets here all working. This will be for the vent coming up next. So everything looks good in here. Still doing some patchwork, final stuff, but it's starting to look real good. And so that's it.